I wanted to do a short video on how to access the films that you can find at the Kanopy streaming film service, and also give you the beginning of an introduction to the online portion of the Ritz library, which is what you will be needing to access not only for some of the films, but for the research that you'll need to do for your research blasts. So the easiest way to get to the Ritz library is to log on to my DCC. Now my DCC, mine is going to look different from yours because I'm faculty. I believe that your interface with the library is more in the middle column, but wherever it is, you click on it and it will take you to a page that looks like this. And I wanted to point out a few things here. We won't be looking at all of these things in this video, but we will be looking at some of these things in another video. You'll notice here it says the Ritz research guides, the database list, the search journals, newspapers, periodicals, that sort of thing. This is where you're going to be accessing the databases to look for good scholarly sources for your research blasts. So this is where you're going to be finding these in exactly the same list that you find the Kanopy streaming service right here. Now the first time that you click on the Kanopy streaming service, it's going to take you through a login procedure. You're going to have to log in using your normal DCC login, that same one that you get into my DCC with, and then it will take you to a page that will say log on to Kanopy SUNY Dutchess, and there's like a big tab, and you just click on that, and what that's doing is it's activating the application that will take you into the Kanopy streaming service. So when you go into the Kanopy streaming service, this is what you'll see. Now I will tell you this, if you have a machine, if you're using a private, if you're using like a laptop or a tablet where you have your cookies turned off, you may need to adjust your cookies to see this, but that's true of almost anything on the SUNY Dutchess site. But anyway, once you get to this, it looks kind of like Netflix, and you use it very much like Netflix. You simply, you can browse by subject here. Here's some documentaries, the arts, health, media communications, etc., social sciences, be looking at. In fact, I'll be assigning some things in history for you there. But you basically search in this column for the videos that you want, and then they pop up and then you watch them. It's really that simple. There's actually a lot of really good stuff in here. They do overlap a little bit with Netflix and a few other services, and you can also find some things here, some documentaries that you can't find anywhere else. I actually just go and watch this service just like Netflix because it's got some excellent things in it, so I'd highly recommend it. And depending on what the documentary is, I might, you'd have to run it by me, but I might allow you to use it instead of a written source for not all, but one of your blasts, one of your research blasts. So do check these out. But I do assign several films from the Kanopy service, so that's where you find it. You go to the Kanopy streaming media, you go through their login procedure, and then you click and watch. It's that simple.